The supervolcano that caused one of the biggest eruptions in history has started to stir. Not only is this site rumored to be responsible for the extinction of the Neanderthals, it's got 500,000 people living around it right now, and researchers say it appears to be approaching a critical pressure point that could lead to an eruption. Think Yellowstone, where lava eruptions and swelling steam vents make up a constantly bubbling, otherworldly landscape, boasting 24 craters and large volcanic edifices, mostly hidden under the Mediterranean Sea. This ancient caldera or cauldron-like depression, formed 39,000 years ago, as part of the biggest eruption Europe has seen in the past 200,000 years. Since its formation, Campi Flegrei has only had two major eruptions, 35,000 years ago and 12,000 years ago, and a smaller eruption that occurred in 1538. When we say smaller, it's all relative, because the 1538 eruption lasted for 8 days straight, and spewed so much material into the surrounding area, it formed a new mountain, Monte Nuovo. It's the whole site that's a concern though. The eruption that occurred 200,000 years ago is thought to have been so cataclysmic. A 2010 study suggests that it triggered a volcanic winter that ultimately led to the extinction of the Neanderthals. While the connection of the demise of the Neanderthals remains purely speculative until further evidence can be found, the eruption, which is thought to have spewed almost 1 trillion gallons of molten rock onto the surface, along and with just as much sulfur into the atmosphere, is not. These areas can give rise to the only eruptions that can have global catastrophic effects comparable to major meteorite impacts. Giuseppe Donatoli from Italy's National Institute for Geophysics and Volcanology told Reuters back in 2012. Now a team led by volcanologist Giovanni Chiodini from the Italian National Institute of Geophysics in Rome reports that Campi Flegrei appears to be approaching a critical pressure point that could trigger another eruption. Two other active volcanoes, Rabaul in Papua New Guinea and Sierra Negra in the Galapagos, both showed acceleration in ground deformation before eruption with a pattern similar to that observed at Campi Flegrei. Chiodini